Alright guys, this is Tacho here, and we are back playing some more Hunter x Hunter Battle All-Stars. So today what we're going to do is we're going to take on this treasure hunt here. This is the Zodiac 12 treasure hunt. But before we get into that, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder that since it's the weekend, we have a stamina reduction on these Zebel Island missions here. So as you see, this one usually costs 50 to play, but it only costs 25, and this is really the best time to play these because you got to beat it 75 times, and once you do that, you'll win all those prizes. So you definitely want to do this now while they have the stamina reduction. Also, you got to do the red one and the yellow one. So play basically all three of the restricted ones will give you clear requirements. You beat the yellow one 50 times, you beat the red one 50 times, and you beat the silver one 75 times. So if you do that, you're going to win all these great prizes, and I would definitely say do it. At least, even if you can't manage to beat the silver one, which I haven't actually beaten it yet. I tried it once and I lost, but I'll come up with a strategy for that. And speaking of that, I still haven't even done the the dodgeball Netero mission that I promised you guys I was going to do, and there's only 5 days left for that. So I'm actually probably going to have to make that the next video, because otherwise there might not be enough time for you guys to farm it. And I haven't even started farming it myself, honestly, because I've been so busy. And also Dokkan Battle just recently updated too, so I've been playing that a little more because the tournament came out and they put on the new rules for the tournament. So basically, actually, you know what, I'm going to save that for a Dokkan video, because we're talking about Hunter x Hunter here, so let's just get on with this. This is the Zodiac 12 treasure hunt, as I said before. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a theme team here. Like I know the last time I played treasure hunt, it was versus the spiders, and I used only Meruem cards for that, and we did Meruem versus the spiders. So today I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the spiders versus the Zodiacs. So yeah, we're gonna try to keep it a little interesting with these treasure hunts. We're gonna use really fun teams. So I'm only going to use spider cards, only cards from the Phantom Troupe here. So the first guy I guess I'm going to take is Fighter Crollo here, because he's really good defensive card. What he does is for 13 seconds, all of your characters get counters that reduce all incoming damage by 80%. So you're only going to take 20% of all physical and skill damage, and then he does a bounce. So he's going to reflect all the damage that you guys take by 240%. So he's a really good card, really defensive. He's got map heal as well, so he's solid for treasure hunt. I'm going to support him actually with Wizard Coltopi, because Coltopi can only support specialist Nen types. As you see here, he gives specialist Nen types 5 times damage, plus 3 speed, and plus 350 defense. And it's really hard to find specialist cards to support with Coltopi, so I'm going to have to use Crollo for Coltopi to support him there. So over here, let's use some more offensive cards, I guess. I could use this Tanker Ubo, actually, because I've got 5 abilities on him. The only thing he's lacking is no parameter down, but he's still really solid right now. What else do we have? Actually, you know, I might actually use the Lord Ubo. Where is he at? Because I have 6 abilities on him. Yeah, right here. I have 6 abilities on this guy, and he's actually... Here's the thing about this guy. He's really good. He's a really solid card. He's a great beater because he's got 7,000 base damage. He's got 80 critical. He's got this one here. This gives his physical attacks 30 stun. And since he's hitting twice, that's going to really make him stun a lot. And he has no push. He has all. He's got great defense. And the only problem with him is that his skill doesn't raise his attack. So what it does is for 15 seconds, he reduces all physical attack damage by 100%. So he cuts all the physical damage. He does not take any damage from physical attacks. And he reduces skill damage by 70%. So he only takes 30% damage from skill attacks. And he bounces them back at 400%. So he's a really solid card. He doesn't take a lot of damage. But he just doesn't raise his own attack. And that kind of sucks, because it makes it a little hard for him to compete with, like, let's say, I guess, Lord Killua. Or I shouldn't use Lord Killua as an example, actually, because I don't have that guy ready to go. But alright, let's say, not that guy, Wizard Jing here. This guy, he gives himself invincibility, and then he gives himself 4.5 times damage. So, in theory, he's actually better than Ubo, because Ubo doesn't give himself any power, and Ubo makes himself basically invincible, but he's not making himself any stronger, and most of the other invincibility cards do that. So that's why I'm not too big a fan of this Ubo, but we're actually going to use him on this treasure hunt because why not? I'm going to support him with Lord Machi. What she does is she gives 5 times damage, plus 4 speed, plus 4 range, and plus 460 defense to the character that she is supporting as long as their HP is above 60%. So that's really good. It could be a little difficult to maintain that if you don't have invincibility or characters that can really reduce damage, but we do, so it's going to come in handy here, and she's a really good support. So what other spider cards can we take here? Let's see. Oh, I could take Lord Finks actually. Where is he? I have 6 abilities on that guy if I can find him. Yeah, here he is. Let's take a look here. Yeah, he's got all 6 abilities, and what he does is for 12 seconds he gives himself 10 times damage, but he reduces his defense to 0 with his skill. But the reduce his defense to 0 thing, that's not going to come into play because he has no parameter down, and that's going to completely negate the downside to his skill. So that's really good. He's got good abilities. He's got no stun, so I'm going to use this guy, and we are going to support him with another spider card if I can find a good one. Let's see what we have. I've got Benolanov. This Kalito. This is actually a really cool card. It's not the best, but it can attack all enemies, and she has 4,000 damage, so it's a pretty solid just card to do crowd control. So I really like that Kalito, even though she's not that great. But what else is there? Alright, we've got, oh, this guy here. This is a really cool card too. This fighter Franklin. I don't know if I'm going to use him to support. What does this guy need really? Alright, he's got 14 speed and 4 range. We're going to try to give him a little more range and maybe some speed. We could use Nobunaga. Nobunaga gives 5.5 times damage, 2 speed, 3 range, and 400 defense. That's okay. Let's see if Franklin is any better. 5 damage, 2 speed, 4 range, and 400 defense. So Franklin gives a little bit more range, and I have more abilities on Franklin as well. So yeah, we're probably going to go with Franklin. Alright, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to take Franklin. Alright, so for backup, let's just take a bunch of spider cards. We're going to take this W. Crollo here. He is one of the spiders. We're going to take Tanker Ubo. He's a spider. Yeah, I'm going to take nothing but spider cards, guys. This could backfire very easily. I'm probably going to get wrecked here, but we're going to do it for the fun. Alright, let's see what else. What else? Alright, Wizard Kalito. She's a spider. Sniper Benolanov. We'll take him as well. I wouldn't mind taking Tanker Crollo, but I don't have any abilities on him, and he's only at level 1, so there's really no point in taking him, even though he's a really great card. I'm going to take this Lord Phaeton, actually, because I have all the abilities on him, and Wizard Benolanov as well. I have all the abilities on him, so I'm going to take him too. What else is there? Fighter Kalito, maybe. Sniper Crollo, Sniper... and now we get into, like, the common cards, so it's going to be a little tricky here because I don't have too many spider cards that are really good. I'm going to take this Fighter Benolanov actually because he put in work in the first treasure hunt video that I did, so I definitely want him. I guess we'll take, I don't know, man. Yeah, there's not too many spider cards other than that. Alright, we're going to take Fighter Shalnark there. Sniper Crollo, I guess. We'll take, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty much just me trying to come up with a team to take. I guess we can take this Tanker Koltopi. He's a team buffer, so he's pretty cool. And his support skill is alright, but he can only support Enforcer types, so I guess we'll take him too. And one more. What is going to be the last card, guys? I guess we'll just take that Fighter. Yeah, we're going to take this Fighter Kalito. So this is an all spiders run. We're only using cards from the spiders, and we're going to take on the Zodiacs. So guys, here we go. This is the treasure hunt. I don't know if you guys think the spiders could actually beat the Zodiacs. That would be interesting actually, because they're pretty much even in terms of numbers. There's 14 spiders, I think, or 12 spiders, and there's 12 Zodiacs. So it would be a pretty even fight in terms of how many numbers are on each group. I don't know who would win though, actually. It would be interesting to see which side would win, don't you guys think? Crollo Crollo kind of gives the spiders a big advantage because I don't think too many of the Zodiacs would actually be able to take Crollo on. He's really strong. As we saw in the only time he ever fought, he fought with both. He fought Silva and he fought Zeno, and he pretty much took both of them on. They fought to a draw. Right before one side was gonna win, they had to end the fight. But yeah, it looked like Crollo pretty much had everything under control. He did say that it was a tough fight, but of course it's gonna be a tough fight. He's fighting two of the strongest Zodiacs. But anyway, he still put up a good fight. He pretty much didn't let them get the best of him. And that was 2 against 1. And as far as the other spiders go, we've seen them completely shred the Chimera Ants. They had no trouble at all beating them. So I think the spiders are pretty strong as a solid team as compared to the Zodiacs anyway. So yeah, guys, who do the Zodiacs really have? Because Jing and Pariston left, and I'm pretty sure Jing and Pariston were the 2 strongest Zodiacs before they left. And the thing about Pariston is that we don't know if he's actually strong, but in terms of like manipulating people and getting his way and just completely making people do what he wants, he's really good at that. He's a really manipulative guy. He's a good strategist. He comes up with ways to just completely wreck everybody. So yeah, I think Pariston would probably be one of the strongest Zodiacs just because of his mentality, and the way he thinks is just really good. So right now we're just blowing through these guys. We're not really using any skills just yet. And it's pretty easy so far. We're only on the second map. We just blew Kanzai away completely. He didn't stand much of a chance. So yeah, guys, in terms of other news, as I said before, Dokkan Battle updated. So we're going to have to definitely do a video talking about the update there, because they really changed the way the tournament works. And I know if you've played JP Dokkan, then you already know the changes. But if you haven't, then you might not know what's going on. So I'm going to definitely do a video covering that. I'm trying to really get my rank high so I can win the Piccolo. Basically what they did is they added a local ranking as well as a global ranking or a worldwide ranking. So if you're ranked high locally, you can get this LR Piccolo card, and he's a really good card, so you definitely want to try to get that. But yeah, we're playing Hunter x Hunter here, guys. I shouldn't talk about Dokkan too much on this video. And in terms of other news, basically what's going on is, you guys know how I told you I ordered a capture card to try and record some console games, but the capture card, the first time they tried to ship it to me, they damaged the package and they said that they couldn't ship it, so they discarded it. And that really sucked. So I contacted Amazon about that, and I told them what happened, and they said, alright, we're going to send you another one. So this is what happened the second time, guys. They sent me the package again, but what happened this time is they said they delivered it at, I think it was like 9 in the morning, 2 days ago. This happened on Wednesday. So I checked the tracking info for the shipment, and it said that they delivered it at the doorstep on Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock. So I went outside maybe like an hour or two after that, because I woke up around 9 o'clock and I didn't really check my email until about that time. So when I checked my email and it said, oh, the package is delivered, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go down and pick it up. So I went outside, I opened the door, and I'm looking around the doorstep and I don't see the package anywhere, and I don't know what's going on because they said they delivered it. So I was going around the whole lawn. I checked the stairs, because my house, my porch has like these steps that goes up to where the actual house is. So I went down, I checked everywhere, pretty much everywhere on the porch that it could possibly be, and there was no package. So I saw my neighbor, he was washing his car. I guess he had just come home, because I went up to my neighbor and I asked him how long he was outside, and he said he was outside for like an hour because he went to go drop his son off at school in the morning, and then as soon as he came home, he was outside, he was just washing his car. So I asked him, I was like, did you see anybody deliver a package to my house? And he said no, because he was out there for a while, and if anyone had delivered the package, he would have saw it. So I don't know why they're lying to me on, it's this freaking company called Lasership, guys. Do not order a package with Lasership, because they just suck. They can't get anything right, apparently, because this is the second time now that I've had issues with them trying to deliver my package, and they just can't get it right. So I had to email Amazon again. I emailed them earlier today, and I told them what happened. I gave LaserShip like 2 days of... I gave them an extra 2 days to try and sort it out and see if they could find my package, but they didn't. So I had to email Amazon again, and I told them what happened, and this time they're shipping it with... I think they're using UPS this time, so there's no chance of anything going wrong. So yeah, guys, definitely use reputable companies when you ship your packages or when you're getting packages shipped to you, because you don't want any trouble to go on. You don't want your package to get lost, especially not twice, man. That was the worst, because the first time it happened, I was like, okay, I guess maybe they just made a mistake. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here, and we're just going to try again. So the second time they lost it, I was like, alright, these guys just suck. They can't get it right. So they've messed up twice now. I have no faith in them. I hate you, LaserShip, and I hope you fall down the stairs. I wish ill to you and your kinfolk. So yeah, guys, just never use LaserShip. Just, if you're getting a package shipped, use something reputable. Use UPS, use FedEx. USPS is good as well. Alright, yeah, so I'm sorry about that rant, guys, but as you can tell, I'm really pissed off about that, because I just want to start recording. I'm new to the whole YouTube thing, and I really just want to start doing some more Let's Plays, especially of console games, and I already finished the Castlevania Let's Play, as I said to you guys on another video, and I really just want to start recording. Alright, hold on. Before I finish my story, we're kind of in trouble here, so I'm gonna use Finks's skill. Alright, hopefully Finks can finish this guy off. He's stunned right now. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, guys, I really just want to start recording, and I can't do it if I don't have the capture card. So we got a little minor setback at the whole start there. So hopefully by next week I should have the capture card, and we'll be able to start doing some Let's Plays of some console games. So definitely look forward to that if you're interested. I'm going to try to be playing games that are relevant to my interest, at least, and definitely some newer games that come out that have a lot of appeal. I know I watched a recent Nintendo Direct about Fire Emblem. It was only Fire Emblem games that they showed there, and they showed a mobile app gacha game for Fire Emblem. It was called Fire Emblem Heroes, and I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if I've ever said it on the channel, but Fire Emblem is one of my favorite franchises of all time for games. So I'm definitely going to get into that. Once Fire Emblem Heroes comes out, we're going to be playing that on the channel. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. I'm going to be covering the game when it comes out. So hopefully I do a good job of that. Alright, here we go. We're fighting Cluck. I'm going to use a skill here because last time we fought Sayu and we had a bit of trouble. Alright, I'm also going to use Ubo's skill here so he doesn't take a lot of damage. And I'm going to use Crollo as well. Alright, so here we go, guys. We're not going to be able to shoot the breeze anymore because these Zodiacs are starting to get tough on us, so we're going to really have to try now. So from this point on, I'm going to be talking pretty much strictly about the game. We had a little brief moment there where we could shoot the breeze a bit. Oh, wow, I forgot to read my prizes, guys. I'm sorry about that. I completely forgot. So here we won the 5-star evolution material for manipulator types. That's like a ball of wind, kinda. It's like a green ball of wind or something, I don't know. But anyway, here we go. This is the 9th floor. We're pretty much blowing through this, guys. So, well, we're not going to be blowing through it once we get to the tougher fights, because this Zodiac treasure hunt here, it gets a little tough once you get up to Leorio and Kurapika, and then also Netero. They really have some tough fights in this setup here, so we're gonna have to really give it our all. I'm only using spiders, as I said before, so I don't know if this is the best team to be using, but we're gonna see, guys. We're gonna find out if the spiders could really take the Zodiacs, and my opinion on that is that they probably could, pretty much because of Crollo. He's just so powerful. He's got the skill hunter, which is my favorite Nen ability in the series. Alright, I'm gonna use Crollo's skill here because we're fighting Cheadle, and she's got a lot of help there. I'm also going to use Finks, so he can do some extra damage to her there. Alright, yeah, we're really chipping away at her health there, as you saw. Alright, here we go, guys. I wonder what we're going to win this time. I didn't talk about the prizes again either, guys. Sorry about that. We won Platinum Robots. That's a decent prize. We only won one though, but that's okay. I can use it to level up a character. Those are the best robots to win the platinum ones because they give you a lot of experience. Alright, so here we go. Yeah, as you notice, my characters are doing pretty well here. That's because they all have map heal and they're all pretty strong as well. And Crollo is really supporting the team with his counter skill there. So it keeps us alive, it helps us take less damage, so we're not in too much trouble. And also Lord Ubo, he has a good chance to stun because he hits twice and he has 30%, or not 30%, but 30 stun on his physical attacks. And since he hits twice, that's basically like having 60 stun. So he's pretty good. Alright, we're fighting Jing now. Jing is pretty tough. I'm pretty sure Jing would probably be able to beat Crollo actually. So we're going to use Crollo's counter skill there. I don't know if it's going to reach my other characters because his range isn't too high. I'm going to use Lord Ubo's skill there so he takes no damage. It looks like Crollo was able to support Finks with his skill there. So I'm going to use Finks' skill to give himself more damage. And we're going to just try to kill Jing. Alright, we managed to beat him. I know Jing uses a skill to give himself invincibility on this map if you don't kill him fast enough. But we were able to do that, so we're in good shape here. And we won the Fireball, basically, the Enforcement Evolution Material, the 5-star one. So that's pretty good. Alright, here we go, Stage 11. We're going to fight Pariston now, and things can get a little tricky here because Pariston is going to use a move to remove all of our skill points. So I'm going to probably have to switch in Troupe here really quickly and use his skill to give us invincibility. But we'll see how it goes. Alright. We're chugging, guys. Yeah, the basic enemies on Treasure Hunt really aren't much of a threat. But the bosses can be a little tricky sometimes. This isn't even one of the hardest treasure hunts. There are way harder treasure hunts out there. Alright, Crollo can only reach Ubo. I'm going to try to move him over a little bit so he can reach Finks. Alright, I got to move Finks over. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I just wanted Crollo to be able to support everybody with his skill there. Alright, here comes Pariston. I'm going to use Finks' skill and I'm going to stack it with Ubo so he gets a little extra time there. And then I'm going to switch in Troupe and use his skill. Because it doesn't matter, Pariston is just going to remove all our skill points when he comes in, so I might as well use all my skills now before he does that. And we actually managed to kill him before he took away our skill points, so I pretty much did that for no reason, guys, but oh well. Better safe than sorry, right? Alright, so we're winning blue planets there, 5 of them. Not bad. Blue planets are definitely the best gem to win because you can use them to buy really good items in the Biscay shop. So you want to try to win as many of those as you can. So yeah, we're pretty much just using these enemies here, these regular enemies, to build up our skill points. So once we fight the boss, we're going to be ready. And the boss on this one, I think, is Mizai. He's the cow guy. He's like a cop or something. In the manga, his job is like catching criminals or something. I don't really remember too well. But he's really recent in the manga, actually. He recruited Kurapika, and Kurapika was about to kill him when they first met, because he came out of nowhere and he's like, alright, I need you to join the Zodiacs. And Kurapika's like, why should I do that? And then he talked about the scarlet eyes that Kurapika's looking for, and then Kurapika's eyes turned scarlet, and he was like, you better watch what you say next or else I'm gonna kill you. So yeah, Kurapika's pretty badass. He reminds me of Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho a little bit. Alright, he used no damage, okay. I actually didn't know that he could do that. And he reduced all our skill points by 30, okay. Looks like we're in for a fight here, guys. This guy is really going to make us work for it. I'm going to use Crollo again. His invincibility is about to run out. He's only got 5 seconds left. As soon as that happens, we're going to beat him. Actually, it looks like he's doing a ton of damage to Finks here. Finks is taking a beating. Alright, but that's okay. Finks has map heal, so he's okay. Alright, here we go, guys. Now this is where things are going to get tricky, because we're going to fight Leorio and Kurapika next. And these guys can be tricky. They have a lot of health and they use a lot of special attacks on you. So you're going to have to be on your toes for this part. Alright, we're just completely blown through this. Sorry guys if I have nothing to say really. I've been talking non-stop the whole time, so I'm giving my mouth a bit of a rest here because yeah, my tongue is a little dry from all the talking. But anyway, here we go. Yeah, I should probably keep some water nearby next time I do one of these videos because yeah, I'm getting really thirsty from all this talking, guys. Alright, anyway, we're just clearing out all these enemies here. Alright, here comes Leorio. I'm going to just spam as many skills as possible. We're going to use Crollo. We're going to use everybody. Crollo, and then we're going to use Finks here. I might as well use... I'm going to use Troupe as well, just in case. Because it looks like he might be able to remove invincibility. Alright, so everyone's got their skill in play, aside from Lord Ubo there. And we pretty much beat that guy really quickly, actually. I'm surprised, actually. Yeah, because he has quite a bit of health, and it could be tricky to beat him. But I guess since my characters have so many abilities, we were able to beat him pretty easily. And we won a pink robot there. That's a pretty good prize. You can use those to raise your skill level on your characters, so that's really useful. Pretty glad I won that there. Alright, here we go. This is the one where we're gonna fight Karapika on this map. So yeah, guys, the spiders are doing pretty well here. We managed to clear all the Zodiacs so far, and then we're almost up to Netero, and that's gonna be a tricky one. But this one I know for sure this is gonna be a hard fight. Unlike Leorio, who I thought was gonna be hard, but he actually wasn't. Because we're gonna fight Karapika this time, and he does a ton of moves on you, so you gotta be careful. As soon as he comes in, he's gonna use a move to raise his defense, and then he's gonna use a bunch of moves to like remove all your invincibility and do a ton of damage to you and stuff. So you gotta be on your toes for this one. I'm gonna use. All right, here he goes. He gave himself plus 1,000 defense there. That's okay. I'm gonna use Finks' skill here, and we're just gonna try to work this guy as soon as possible. Alright, it looks like we actually managed to beat him pretty quickly. So, yeah, guys, I might be exaggerating with the difficulty here because I said that was going to be a tough fight, and it wasn't at all. Alright, so we won auras here. We won a stun HP up to... I called it aura, but it's not really an aura. It's a parameter booster. But the game calls them auras as well. So yeah, I guess I called it an aura, but it's not the aura that we usually talk about, because the one we usually talk about is the one that gives you a new ability. Alright, so here we go. This is the final map. We're going to fight Netero at the end here. Hopefully we beat him. I'm pretty sure we will, because we've been doing pretty well so far. I'm going to use the friend help once we get to the final map, so we can just completely wreck Netero. There I go again, about to say Meruem before I say Netero, and I don't know why, guys. They have such different names. It's like Netero and Meruem, they're two completely different letters. They're spelled so differently. I just don't know, guys. I have no idea why I almost say Meruem whenever I say Netero. Alright, so here he comes. I'm going to use Crollo to give us a bit of counter there so we don't take too much damage. Then I'm going to use Finks. And I'm going to start using the friend help so I can loop Finks, because Finks actually can't loop on his own. It takes him 12 hits to build his skill up, and that's obviously too long for him to do it. So I'm going to keep using these here, and hopefully we get some SP4. Alright, we didn't get SP4 at all, but we got SP bonus. I'm going to switch into Troupe and use invincibility. But it looks like we didn't even need to do that because he's pretty much dead. I'm going to switch. Alright, I didn't even get to switch back into Crollo, guys. But anyway, alright, so that's going to wrap up the video. I'm going to see what the final prize here is. Okay, and we won a defense up parameter booster. Again, like I said, it looks kind of like the range booster when you win those. So for a second, I thought we won range, but we just won defense. So anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. The next video I do is probably just going to talk about the silver missions, and I'm going to try my best to give you guys good instructions on how to beat those. So anyway, guys, this is HxH signing out. I hope you had fun watching the video, and cheers, guys. Have a good day.